Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amethyst. I'm doing a collective overall reading for Cancer season and for those that are Cancer as well. Obviously, that would go hand in hand. So I thought that it would be easier just to do a channeled collective read. I have taken some notes, which I will read before I start using the cards. I will do this little section of cards here towards the end, and I'll do these two here first to set the tone and the energy for the reading. I've tried to go a bit more organic today, and I've pulled out a few decks of my own that I've made. Not many, I've only pulled out two, but I think it's important to have that information come up as well at the moment. So first of all, announcements. As always, I do not use WhatsApp. I will not contact you telling you need to book me for a reading, okay? If anybody's mimicking me, Sage Circle or Amythyst Black or my channel, please report to YouTube and myself. You'll find the deets in the description box. Thank you to everybody and anybody that has become a new subscriber and an original gangster OG subscriber to my channel. Thank you very much. And anybody that has donated or paid for a private reading, thank you very much. It gives me the opportunity to be able to push further, to be able to put back into my business. Also, I'd like to shout out to my soul family, Vicky D'Souza at Angel Heart Readings, mad love. She is fantastic, good at doing clearing and all sorts of things, and a very good tarot reader. She's a medium as well. And also shout out to Chris Firestone at SilverWolf Tarot 1111. Chris is really good with tarot, and everything that I have been watching over the last 6 months or more has been quite true for me. So shout out to Chris, who is also my newly engaged partner, which was different than what we anticipated. We didn't expect it. It came very out of nowhere, but wouldn't change a thing. So there we go. I'm smiling if you can tell. All right. So let's talk about the energy associated with Cancer season for 2021. All right. This particular season is about your comfort zones and love vibes in general, not just romantic. It's about mulling over all different layers and levels of the relationships we have with friends as well, and deciding if we now need to let go of just friendships that don't serve us. You know, the people that give the snide remarks or the passive aggressive behaviors and things like that. It's now time to reevaluate that and decide if you just need to quietly walk away from those friendships. And the friendships that you are fully fledged in as a romantic relationship or as a spiritual friendships and soulmates and good quality people in your life, whether it's through work or career or private life or what have you, it's a really good time to work on deepening those bonds with those people that are in your life that you know are supposed to be there, etc. And there's a happy, healthy, equal energy exchange. It's about deep and meaningful talks. It's about, you know, hitting layers and levels in relationships on a mental and an emotional plane that probably haven't been tapped into at this time. And it's all coming from that space of love. Again, it's about the comfort zone. So at the moment, it's about snuggling in bed a bit longer, eating your favorite food, you know, going to buy your favorite perfume, or just whatever it is that you find as a comfort zone and a creature comfort. It's about tapping into that at this time. There's a big level of self-care and self-love going on here that will also propel the self-love energy right through the rest of the year, I think. Cancer and Capricorn will be affected the most by this Cancer season. Of course, it affects every horoscope though. And if you are in a loving and romantic relationship, it's really about just sharing the love with your partner. It's just letting them know how much you love them, how much they love you, doing sweet things for them, buying surprises for your partner, gifting them little treats, and vice versa. That will be reciprocated around the board. For those of you that are single, there's still a level of love going on here, but you need to come from that space of self-love and really work on pushing through the layers of things that you don't want around you or in your energy anymore. But it's a really good time. It's a really good space, almost like a hibernation. And it's not so much a hibernation as in everybody's going to be indoors and hiding, but compared to what's coming up for Leo, where it's more about coming out of your shell and being a bit more active in your friend circle and a bit more social out in public and things like that. So this is a really good time just to nurture yourself and those that you love and care for. It's a really good time just to connect with people, as like I said, it could be career wise or other, that you really have a love for and a bond for, you know, and they have a good bond with you. So that's really nice. I'm also getting told that Music will be a big factor in this Cancer season. If you're into music and you listen to music, whether it's classical or you play an instrument or something, now's a really good time to hone in on that. I mean, I've got a few Cancers in my life that I've had over the years. I've had some really long-standing, friendships with Cancers, so 7-8 years and up. And my stepfather, who's been married to my mother my whole life, pretty much, he is also a Cancer, and music's a big part. Like, he's very musically orientated, always got a little bit of music playing or what have you. And I think it's really important that Cancers in general, if you are a Cancer, to use that energy of music at this time. And you might get nostalgic, with your music at the moment, and hit old school songs that you haven't really gotten into for a while, or change the genre. That's what I'm getting told. For everybody else that isn't a Cancer, it's also a good time to just tap into music in general, because it's actually going to help you get into that emotional comfort space, that comfort zone area from internal spaces. All right, so let's start this reading. I've got 2 cards here, and let's see what we've got here. Coyote, learn from your mistakes. Okay. An elephant, you can overcome any problem. Right. Well, Cancer season for 2021 doesn't seem to be problematic in any word generally, like across the board as a collective. But let's see what we've got here. So learn from your mistakes and you can overcome any problems. Just let me hear this. I'm listening to the Spirit. Righto. Spirit's saying that when it comes down to that family friendship scenario that you have in your life with different people. I mean, I've got friends that I couldn't even put in the same room as other friends. I just would never ever match or morph or fit, right? But that's what that family element is. Elephants are all about family, and the coyotes come up saying learn from your mistakes. And I'm getting told by Spirit that if you do have a couple of friends in your life that are overall good round people, they're good people or what have you, but they do have that snide remark or that underhanded comment, or try to sort of push an energy on you that they think they're a bit better than you sometimes or what have you, and there's just like that bit of power play or what have you. Spirit's saying learn from your mistakes. Now is the time to step out of those environments and friendships so you can rise higher in your personal growth. You do not have to have a falling out with people, but you do need to stand your ground. And if that's by being passive aggressive yourself, as in removing yourself from the friendship, just do it. And it says you can overcome any problem. So if you do have a few issues going on in your life at this time, really use that energy of Cancer to do with love vibes in general and comfort zones. And again, mulling over all those levels and layers of friendships and deciding if some are now needing to be let go of. Now, that just could be a mindset for you. It mightn't be friendships or what have you in general, but it could be a mindset as well. So you just need to really work on that. You can overcome things that are going on around you. Next deck. I had another deck in my hand, but I put it down. So what have we got here, Spirit? Whoa, cards are flicking out. We've got grounding, cycles, guidance. I've got 2 more in my hand. Cleansing and clearance. Aha, that's interesting. Cleansing and clearance have come up. So just give me a minute. So we've got earth, grounding, moon, cycles, tarot cards, guidance, water, cleansing, and broomstick, clearance. Okay, so just let me listen to this here. Yep. Okay. So Spirit is saying that whether you're a person that's sort of a bit grounded or not, you will really step into that energy of feeling grounded through Cancer season. You will feel sure in your structure when it comes to your outlook on life or how you feel about yourself and your level of self-care and setting up a few boundaries and what have you. You are coming from that space of being rooted in the ground. For those of you that are watching this that might need to do a little bit of grounding, really focus on that through Cancer season, because it will help you, propel you with that level of self-love and care, as I said, pushing in for the rest of the year. So there's moon, and then it says cycles. So everything goes through a cycle, and there's Mother Maiden Crone on the card, of course, and cycles of 3. So 3 could be a significant number to you. You could be working with the power of 3 at this time. You could believe in that karmic cycle that things go in 3s. It's just a personal choice of what your thoughts are. But Spirit's saying some things have to end in order for other things to blossom. So if you're not sure which way to turn with career or finances and things like that, come from that space of grounding. Go get your guidance. As tarot card here. Now, it could be your inner guidance, or you could actually go and get a reading from somebody or some form of divination, or you could be seeking the guidance in other ways, as in asking family for advice and just searching online for ways to get through things and handle some situations in your life. And as this card says, you can overcome any problem. So you do need to have that guidance at the moment, and that that will help you with whatever cycles you're going through at this time. But cycles are completing. The retrograde was absolutely off the hook, as we know. Now we've got cleansing and clearance. So basically what that's saying is you do need to clear up the people that are in your life. There's basically lovers here and the water's flowing, and then we've got the clearance with the broomstick over here. So a Cancer is a water sign, so there you go. So it's a really good time to use this Cancer energy to go through that cleansing process, to hit your creature comforts. I've said it a few times, hit your creature comforts. If you want to have a swim, go and have a swim. If it's hot, you know, if it's somewhere where it's hot. If you like to have a bath, have a bath. You can have a bath in the summer. It doesn't have to be a hot bath, you know. You need to clear out what is stagnant in your life. You need to clear out what is no longer working for you, because there's cycles are changing here. You might need to rearrange your house. You might need to, you know, rearrange your wardrobe. You might want to change your bedroom around. You might want to do certain things. And it's really important at this time to come from that space of cleansing, to have that level and energy of clearance coming into your life. Now, you might also have some friendships pull back from you, because this isn't just about the individual that's watching this. This is a collective read. So even though you might have people in your life that will obviously never ever watch this video that I'm recording right now, there will be those same energies across the board, because this is collective. So that's for everybody on the planet. So people might walk away from you. You might have people that slowly walk away from friendships and stuff, and you might go, oh, okay, but it is what it is. Come from that space of cycles ending. There's a cleansing and a clearing going on here. So that's really nice. This is one of my own little decks. It's just a card playing deck that I've written channeled message on. Okay, we've got loyal to self, that flew out on the ground. Yeah, that's self-love and that's self-care. Hey, we've got red flag. Whoa, there might be a red flag, obviously it says so. We've got cause and effect. Wow. We've got share the love. Yes, which is what Cancer season is about. Sharing the love with those that you love and have feelings and care for, family, friends, and other. And then those people that aren't sort of filling that emotional space, or your needs aren't getting met, vice versa. It's now time to walk away. And it says be of service. And I did say maybe if you're in a relationship, gift your partner something special, give them a little treat somehow, or, you know, do nice things for somebody else as well. Like give back somehow. Go through your wardrobe and give your friend that you've known for years that comments on a jacket that you wear every time you've worn it. Oh my God, I love your jacket. Give them that jacket, you know. We've got material. So that's more than one message here. But this particular card is saying that the material world could be something that you need to work on energetically at this time. Like I just said, you might need to go through your room. You might need to clean up your house space. You need to clean up your energy to do with material stuff. But the other message that is coming through for this is that you've got all the materials that you need. You mightn't think that you have the materials that you need to make a change or step up in your life at the moment in certain things. You might have a really good plan that needs to come into fruition, but you don't know how to access those materials. Spirit's saying you've got the materials, you just need to now execute the plan. Okay, this one says say I do. So if somebody's actually asking you out to go and do some sort of a social thing, or go and watch a movie at a friend's house and things like that, say yeah. Doesn't matter what the weather is, just go out and be with your friends and family and your loved ones. And it says slap that ass low. So yeah, there is quite a bit of sexual energy to do with Cancer season this year, but if you're obviously in a relationship with somebody that's too far away and you can't, well, obviously you can't slap that ass. But for those of you that are in close proximity to your partner, this is just a clear indication and message that there's going to be a bit more physical activity, I suppose. And then path. So everything that you're going through at your point in your life right now is all in your path. And that sounds cliche, but we know that to be true as well. We know that those things are really actually happening for us and around us. For those of you that are a bit lost and stuck on your path at the moment, ask the people that you love and care for. Ask the people that you trust for some guidance or some advice. You don't always have to take the advice you're given. That's the beauty of an opinion. Just because somebody has an opinion, it doesn't mean it's biblical or factual. Okay, it's just their thoughts associated with what you've asked. All right. Another one of my homemade decks, we've got Trinity, Holy Trinity, mind, body, and soul. You need to connect in with yourself. Blessed, yeah, it's a blessed time at the moment. You will feel those blessings. You'll feel blessed with other little things around you. Just be the simple things, you know. You might see some little flowers and you think, oh, that's lovely. We've got Gaia. So that's to do with the grounding card and about tapping into that inner sanctum where you need to come from that space of being grounded, or you might just really feel grounded. You might need to go out in earth. You might need to have some time outdoors if you can. I'm also getting told, sorry, with the blessed card, that is a symbol It's clear as day that you need to share your blessings with those in your immediate world. We've got Archangel Metatron in the house. So he's come forward. So you might need to do some stuff with Archangel Metatron, or really tap into that tree of life stuff and work through things from there. We've got Archangel Michael's come up too. So Archangel Michael or Saint Michael's in your energy. Your ancestors have popped in to say hello. So you might be actually working. Oh, and the next card, look, is music. And I did mention music, okay? So your ancestors are actually asking you to please use this time to really shuffle through friendships and relationships that aren't of any service to you, because it's not weighing you down. It's not of your highest good. So they just want to know that they're guiding you. You'll get messages through music as well. Hello, Archangel Michael. Ask him to clear and cut some cords. What else have we got here? Whoa, things are flicking out everywhere. We've got water sign cards come up. Okay. So you could, well, you are a water sign, but that could mean another water sign in your life is somebody that you need to sort of have a conversation with or walk away from. And we've also got fire signs come up as well. So that's quite interesting. Can I have 2 more of these, please? This deck was significantly larger, but I took a few out. I made a custom deck for somebody recently, and I took a few out of my own deck and put it in theirs. So that's fine. And we've got duality. Wow. Yeah, so I think that's where that self-love comes in. If you can actually push through friendships and have conversations with people that you need to at this time, whether it's a boss, you know, or yourself in the mirror, or just a family member or what have you, you will have that level of duality. It's actually really nice energy. Like I said, there's that hermit mode feeling there where you might just want to spend time with your friends indoors, just watching movies and doing crosswords or playing board games and going to cafes and having coffees and stuff more than normal. And there is the love card. So this is a really good loved up vibe and energy in general for the whole of Cancer season for everybody, whether you're in a relationship or not. There is that feeling and space of love and self-love, and I'm happy for it. That's fantastic. People need a break from the bloody shit that we went through with retrograde. Now we have the double helix. So basically the double helix is the DNA strands that we have in our body, in our system, that make us up to who we are. And what Spirit's saying is that if you've got issues with health, now's a good time to make that appointment. Go see that specialist. Follow through with some phone calls to do with health and stuff. You might want to start a new physical regime. I myself personally am about to start learning an instrument. I've got a drum kit in the house, and I've always wanted to learn the drums since I was at high school. I'm 40 now, and if I don't do it, it's never going to fucking happen. So I have just screenshotted some numbers to contact tomorrow when it's Monday, because it's Sunday here for me. So it's about your health at the moment, whatever that level of health is. Like I did say earlier, you might play an instrument. You need to pull on that at the moment to help you with that level of health. I'm getting told that people need to be mindful what you eat. Yes, we're talking about comfort zones, but we're not talking about gaining pounds either. And we've got chakras. So basically, you need to make sure your chakras are up and balanced. But we have talked about grounding earlier, okay? Can I have just 2 more of these, Spirit? Sometimes, like this video will probably go for about 40 minutes, and I just can't help that because I channel. So I don't just use tarot and then be able to give a really clear, solid message. I don't know what's going to come out, as tarot readers don't know what's going to come out either. But I also know that I have to keep giving messages until Spirit says messages are done, you know, and sometimes that goes 15 minutes over than what I would have thought in myself. So yeah, some of these are a little bit longer, but that's okay. I just work with what Spirit gives me, you know. I love how tarot readers can whip out a message, like good messages in 18 minutes, in like 15 minutes or something, you know. I think, fuck, I wish I could do that. You know, we've got healer. So yeah, that comes up with the double helix card. There's similar colors on the double helix card. So this is also about, healing of yourself and making sure that you're in a healthy space and bringing in that self-love. Now, you might be a healer. You might work in the healing industry. And this is a message that people will be actually, maybe if you're a masseuse or something like that, you might find people are coming a bit more in the month of Cancer season. You might actually find this, you might get a bit of an influx of clientele or what have you, because people are coming from that space of self-love. Now, I'm also getting told that if you are at that point in your life where you're living in a house and you're not sure if you want to live there anymore, or is it really a homely home to you, this is a really good month to make that decision. It doesn't mean that you would just move out of that house by the end of the Cancer and go, yep, that's cool, I don't want to be here anymore. But it gives you the opportunity to put some plans into fruition and weigh up your options about when your lease is ending or whatever you're doing. You could be moving interstate, you could be moving to another area of your country, you could be moving house literally, or you could actually be having somebody move into your home. That could be where your relationship's headed, that you're having somebody move into your home, which will make it a bit more homely. Okay, we've got safe word. So what I'm getting told is that people need to be really mindful about their private business that they're telling people. Again, make sure that you're not dealing with a friend that comes from that space of jealousy or envy, because they're not going to keep your secrets safe. Okay, can I just have one more of these cards? We've got fairy, which is not surprising. Oh, by the way, happy summer solstice. It's my favorite season to celebrate in the whole year, summer solstice. And I also love Oztara, but I'm a little bit you know, prejudiced with that because I'm born on Oztara, which is pretty cool for a witch to be born on Oztara. But yeah, so happy summer solstice. This is a really good time to usher in that fairy element. Do magic for fairies or work with fairies at this time. Please make sure you leave fairies a gift. Please make sure you leave them some sugar cubes or make them a little makeshift house outside for the summer solstice and stuff. It's really important. I absolutely love the summer solstice. That is my Christmas in my household. Yeah. Okay, actually, I'm getting told to pull one more. So that's really beautiful that the fairy has come up. It's actually the winter solstice here for us, which is Yule. But I don't do Christmas in June or July, to be quite honest. I don't do Christmas here in the middle of the year. So if I'm living in America, sure, I will do summer solstice when it's due, and then Yule at the end of the year. So we've got prana. So again, this is about your prana tube. This is actually to do with Archangel Metatron. You might need to figure out or research what the prana tube is in association with Archangel Metatron. You might need to do a Merkaba activation, and again, it's about your health. So what you put into your system flows right through your system, and it's true what they say, what you eat you become. If you're tired and lethargic, it's because the food you're putting in your body is making you tired and lethargic. Okay, so what else we got here? We've got the Akashic Tarot. Can I have a couple of cards for Cancer season? I really love the vibe. I'm feeling really jive. This is great. This is a really good time just to knuckle down in yourself. And like I said, sleep in a bit longer if you can. And maybe, you know, if you don't want to answer the call, if somebody's ringing the phone, you don't have to ignore them, but you can at least just get back to them and say, oh, look, I'm unavailable for the next 2 hours. I'll get back to you this afternoon or by tomorrow or something. Like, you can at least give yourself that level of self-care. We've got Five of Forces, summer and winter. I just mentioned the summer and the winter solstice. It's winter solstice in Australia and summer solstice in America and other places around the world. Now, what Spirit's saying is you need to pull on the energy of your summer winter vibe. So if where you're living is summer, do summery things. And I did say that earlier, that level of comfort. Swim, you know, go to the beach, go to the fair, go on a bloody roller coaster, or go and eat some fish and chips down at the water somewhere, or do something like that. And if you're in an environment where it's winter, which is winter for me, pull on the energy of winter. Have some hot chocolate with the kids, you know, like do things like that, like go and do some wintry things with your family or your loved ones, because that's the energy you need to pull off at the moment. That is so amazing that that's come out. We've got Seven of Forces. It's all about balance. And I did say about the duality earlier and finding that balance, and that balance is within as well. And it says here, caught in the ruins. So I am getting told very clearly that there could be some gossip about you or somebody close to you or in your circle at this time, and they might feel trapped about it, and they might come to you during Cancer season to ask for your help and your advice. And look what you'll be doing, clearing the way for yourself and your loved ones. Whatever that means to you, you'll know what that is. So it's a really beautiful reading, actually. I find it really nice energy. Can I have two more of these Akashic cards, please? What have we got here? The Journey, Seven of Roses. Beautiful. That just speaks for itself, because the other card that come up was Path, right? So basically, we just really need to focus on what we want at this time in our life. What doesn't serve us, we need to get rid of. What does serve us, we need to give a general focus on. We need to really hone in on those people in our lives and those situations in our lives. And we've got the chess game. So basically, I will say it again, there is an enemy in your camp, and if you're aware of that or you're not, you're about to be in Cancer season, and act accordingly. Okay, actually, can I just have another one of those? Oh, look at this, Views of the Ego. Yep, Spirit's saying you need to walk away from those that aren't serving you. We've got Commitment. Yay. So you could be getting engaged in the month of July. You could, you know, getting, for Cancer month, I should say, Cancer season, because we're still in June, you could be receiving an engagement ring in that time frame. You could be talking about a wedding. You could be taking a relationship to the next level. Like I said, it could be you could have your partner and you could be moving in together, or considering actually getting a bigger space or moving to a different area to start a better life off somewhere else. That other level of commitment here doesn't necessarily mean romance. Again, it could just be a commitment to yourself, a commitment to change, a commitment to the instrument you want to learn, for example. It's just a commitment to what you need to do for yourself. And particularly, I'm getting told, for those of us that have our own small business. Okay, and the last one of this card here is the Akashic field. All right, so you really might need to actually do an Akashic record reading. And the other card did come up earlier, was guidance for here right now. So Spirit's saying it's really important to actually tap into the Akasha. I will say, as I do quite often when I mention the Akasha or the Akashic, I say the Akasha. Basically, the Akasha is not a form of divination. It's about your past lives, and your past history in this life, and the future. And the present right now, which will help you alter and fix up what you need to do for the future. It is not a form of divination, and it won't give you an insight into your future. It just doesn't happen. Okay, that's just not the rules for Akasha. But you may need to do an Akashic reading, or you might need to do an Akashic meditation or something, and look about what's going on from the past to help you propel you forward with your life right now. I've got some now. I've written down a whole heap of songs on some other cards here. They're channeled songs that have just come out, and I have no rights or claim to these songs. There's all their copyright laws and everything involved, but I will just be putting them out today. So we've got Magic by Coldplay and Alunga George. Oh, that's a fantastic version of that song. Please listen to that. We've got Fun by Pitbull and Chris Brown, so have some fun. And it's interesting because even though that's an exciting song, there is an element to that song that is about somebody in their camp being a traitor. So that's quite interesting. We've got Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Now this is about calling somebody out and putting the energy onto another person, that what they've put onto you. Like, it's not nice, isn't it? Isn't it fun now that you're on the receiving end of what you've put out? We've got Everyday People by Arrested Development. Yes, we are needing to remain in that space of being grounded, because we are everyday people. Can I just shuffle? I just want 2 more of these, please. Thanks, Spirit. We're nearly done, guys. We've got Everybody's Free by Rosala. Remember that song? It's a bit dancey. And that is, freedom is an attitude, okay? So you have your opportunity to make choices that you want for yourself. What's this song here? My Life by 50 Cent featuring Eminem and Adam Levine. That's a fantastic song, but it's about feeling stuck at a point in your life with, no matter how far you've tried or worked or how hard you've come, you're at that position where just because they're multimillionaires, it doesn't mean that they don't have issues and things that happen in their life. And it's about remaining humble and coming grounded from that space. So that's really interesting. Can I have one more, please? I try not to swear. I swear a lot. It's second nature to me. I try not to, but yeah, I do swear a lot in these videos. And it says, Is This Love by Bob Marley. Beautiful song. Okay, so what Spirit's saying about that is that if you know that the people in your life or your situations or your job isn't making you happy, and you just feel deflated or whatever you say, from those situations, it's now time to ask the question, is this love? Because if it doesn't look, feel, sense, even taste like love, like in your very fiber, in your DNA, and your double helix strands, it's not going to be for you, is it? So that's really important. So let's have a look here quickly. So we've got 3 fortune cookie cards, and we've got 2 cards here out of the little Lunar Oracle card deck that I have. So we've got the Cat. Make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. Oh, and we've got Full Moon. Take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner strength. Yes, this is what it's about, your comfort zones, okay? Now, can I please have these fortune cards? So we've got your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusion will soon disappear. Whoa, hang on a minute. Does that come back to this? You can overcome any problem. Another one. Oh, future. The word future's in there, right? Okay. You may travel or host an overseas traveller soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. Oh, well, there you go. And we've got personal riches. Small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get rich schemes. Holy crap, that's so amazing. All right, I've got these little numbers here that I've written down, and I'm just going to pull out a couple for numbers that could mean something significant to you, or for those days to look out for something happening, good, bad, ugly, or whatever on those days of the Cancer season. So we've got number 29. We've got number 10, the 10th, we've got the 1st. What else? They're very hard to shuffle because they're very thin and they're very little. We've got the 24th. Can I have 3 more? Thank you. We've got the 12th, the 3rd, and we've got the 17th. Okay, so I hope this is a good reading for you guys and it makes some sense. I really love it. The energy is really nice. It's actually quite comforting. There's a lot of love vibes floating around and I'm smiling. I don't know if you can hear that I'm smiling, but I am smiling. So, okay. Thank you very much. Much love. I'll be back in a couple of days because there's a full moon coming up. So I'll be doing a full moon reading, of course. That's my favorite type of channeled message to do. I love the full moon readings. So thank you. Blessed be. Blessed are the witches. Happy Cancer season. It looks really good, guys. Peace out.